Well, hello and welcome to Monday. My name is Tori Favreau, the Geelong-Flipper, Uncle Flip, full-time eBay reseller, not extraordinaire, just here, your friend, doing YouTube. If you like that sort of content, then, the YouTube content, make sure you're subscribing and hitting the notification that you get a little bit of a heads up as to when I'm going to bore you. Tori here.
Your Uncle Flip.
Geelong-Flipper. Hey guys, Tori.
Your mate Tori.
It's Geelong-Flipper here.
Geelong-Flipper.
Me, Tori.
Tori here.
I'm Tori.
Tori here.
Tori here, the
Geelong-Flipper.
How you doing? Hey guys, how you doing? You know me, Tori, your uncle. I know the intro music was only just there, but I like to pretend that it's a channel that people can watch and not watch and jump in whenever they want, and that I am really, on a TV station. I guess I am of sorts. It's just my own station filled with my friends. See the little cutie behind me? That is a quite rare Baskin Robbins Build-A-Bear. So I'm taking that to the Offsite. It's going up on the display shelf. You know when I'm putting other bears up that the Care Bears are an endangered species. You'll still see some of them there, but I noticed when I was at the Offsite the other day that we were a little bit low on our stock. Now, Mal, I still need a mount. I'm going to have to look at some of the ones you sent through to me because I'm ducking to look under the visor. Guys, I am a technical person, and the car footage, I'm using 2 cable ties, and I slide my phone in behind them. If you're new, I'm 52. I've been full-time eBay reselling for almost a year. At the end of the month, it will be a year. Though having only really got serious about November because there was death in the family and other distractions. The weekend has been a bit of an up and down on the eBay side of things. And when we're doing a pick pack video, so as long as you like those, come with me. We're going to go to my little Offsite, and we're going to have a look at what's sold. But I'm also going to show you something, and do stick around for it. I mean, I know it's not a teaser, but I'm literally going to show you how, because of an international sale, I made nothing on a sale. We're going to be breaking that one down. It is upsetting because it's just upsetting. I looked at Ali, my love, and I said, I literally just made nothing. I received $260 or whatever it was, but I literally made nothing. So we're going to run through that and maybe break it down a little bit. I want your input, please. As you guys know, we're a family, so we can have that conversation candidly, and there'll be a lot of other stuff going on. I'm sure as my, autism, ADHD brain. I don't have a diagnosis for that, but it's the consensus that it's probably true. It's one of those dumb things, though. It's like I did a live stream. I was co-host on the Disgruntled Octopus channel, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was a bit nervous, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, and the feedback is that you guys had fun too. So yeah, we'll look at possibly doing that as a bit of a regular feature kind of thing. It means that I may have to get that stream whatever it is software. So please let me know if you genuinely thought that was fun, because I think Octo said it's like $90 a month, which is kind of money I don't have if it's not thoroughly enjoyable. There may be if you guys know of any other something similar free alternatives, that might be good too. I used to do Zoom back in the day, Zoom talks with people, and I recorded that, but the quality did not seem to be as good as what this thing is. So yeah, that'll be an interesting thing. I noticed a lot of the Flipper family jumped in last night. Channel members were there, subscribers were there. So that was highly appreciated, and it was definitely a nice G up to see you guys bothering to jump over to Disgruntled Octopus's channel and have a look. We covered a lot of topics. We covered some of my pet bugbears about the online selling of courses and the like, but we also just covered general reseller chat. We covered stuff like, do you have a plan B if reselling doesn't pan out. The benefits or the pros and cons of being neurodivergent in this reselling space and in general. There was a lot covered. It was 90 minutes of fun, a lot of laughs, great audience interaction, and I was certainly I went away from that very pleased, and had a quick chat to Octo after the lights dimmed and the cameras stopped, and I think he feels the same way. If not, you'll never see me on his channel again. You know what? I was about to say, like, it's one of those weird things. It's like, because I love Octo and we chat often, but it's like, did he have fun? Did he have fun? Did he have fun on our play date? Even if he didn't, I had fun. That's what matters. But yeah, the steam duck, whatever it's called. I need to work out how I can justify spending $90 on that, if that's what it is, because that's ridiculous. It looked clever. It did let me configure stuff. I mean, like, I could probably do my live streams with it and, have interesting backgrounds or something like that on there. I did discover the other day how to share screen on the Tube of You, so that was good. Got to pull apart my own store, so if you missed that, I put a listing up for people to pull apart. And I haven't fixed any of it. I hope you guys are doing your homework, because I didn't. Not on that one anyhow. But I do need to increase my my game with that sort of stuff, because even today, oh crap, I've been asked, like, this is the thing, the lack of attention to detail can bite you in the bum. Bum bum ba-na-na, bum ba-dum ba-ba-na, bum bum bum. Yeah, I've got nothing wrong with me. I feel manic all of a sudden. No one's done anything funny. I am so sick of looking under the visor though, because I've got to sort of look around like that to actually see the lights. I'm a menace. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my God. Yeah, I can't even keep track of what I'm doing. Okay, this must be a bad headspace day. It was a stressful weekend. My mum's, actually, that I didn't record yesterday. I did work, but I got all my listing. I woke up at 6:30 in the morning, knew it was going to be a bad mental health day. The memorial for my mum, for me, was a shambles. It was lovely what the tango group that she danced at did for her, but unfortunately, I don't know why or what. It started at 4 o'clock, and yeah, like, anyhow, when I said to my dad, do you want us to pick you up? And he goes, no, it's all right. Your sister's going to take me. And then he said, I'll see you at the hall at 5 o'clock. If you're there, just tell them you've got a table. And I showed up at 4:40. Dad said, where are you? I said, I'm at home still we're about to leave. And he goes, I gave you the wrong time. It's been going for an hour. And we walked in just in time to only hear my mum's name mentioned once. They'd done the whole memorial speech. So it was, can I speak plainly just for a second? It was fucking humiliating. I was not through my own fault. I was there on time, the time I'd been told, but it was done. So Ali and I, like, they were literally wrapping up the speech about what mum had meant to the group. I didn't hear any of it. I wasn't there for it. And all people probably thought when they saw me walk in was, Gail's son couldn't even get here on time. So I was shattered, to say the least. I did get to see the tango dance. These professional tango dancers showed up, and that was lovely, and their dance was so beautiful. But yeah, not being there for my own mother's speech through no fault of my own, it absolutely gutted me. I was just beyond upset, and we ended up leaving early. The night was an absolute mess for me. I felt like I didn't get the chance to honour my own mother at something that was in her name. And these opportunities, whether, regardless of the reason, they really hurt. So that was horrible. And yesterday was basically spent being sad for most of the day. I did get my listings done. I felt glad about that. I got some solid listings done too, which was awesome. But yeah, not a good feeling. Sorry guys, it's around these events. Like, this is a vlog, and if you're new, you may not want to watch. I'm open and honest about everything. That's why I think this channel works as a group. We don't lie. I very rarely edit unless I can't find something and I'm getting flustered because of, you know, I'm trying too hard to keep up banter for the camera. But I also have been very open since the beginning about my mum's illness and about her passing away last October. I'm going to get a coffee. All right, give me a second. Yeah, so don't worry, I will snap out of it. Like I said, it made my day doing the live with Octo. That was good. We had a lazy afternoon because Ali could tell I was out of sorts, and we basically just watched, we got some just oven pizzas and watched a couple of episodes of this documentary called The Enfield Poltergeist. It's on Apple TV. It's fascinating, guys. You know I love horror. And if you're not aware, I've written 11 horror books. They're on Amazon, so check them out, Tori Favreau. They're free on there too under Kindle Unlimited if you've got a Kindle. I still get paid, but you get to read it for nothing, so that's a cool thing. It's also a benefit to if you're on the channel membership. If you're a Grand Flip member, you will get the copies of my the books I've written in ebook format. So if you're a Grand Flip member and you haven't sent me your email address, you need to send it through. Of course I'll be able to check it because I know my Grand Flip members are, but in the subject line put your YouTube name, and yeah, that's just the thing, but I'll be confirming privately anyhow. Because I guess a lot of people would say, hey, I'm Rubber Duck Rye, I want all your books. Or maybe no one would. That'd be a blow to the ego, wouldn't it? But yeah, so that was a day. We watched the Enfield Poltergeist, right? And if you got the opportunity, if you've got Apple TV or however you get to watch stuff, please do watch it. It's about the possession thing. It's what The Conjuring 2 was based on. But there are real documentations, tapes, and all the actors in it's a dramatization, but the actors are lip syncing. It's the real recordings of the possession or haunting that took place. Crazy stuff. Hang on. So yeah, the whole thing was lip synced and perfectly. Like, even though the recordings are very old, when you heard them, like saw them talking, I should say, the actors who did that must have insane skill, because they were even taking breaths at the same time as the original recording. Like, and except for the fact that the voices sounded a little bit one-dimensional and they were two-dimensional or whatever, it was really well done, and it is so fascinating. So I can't recommend that one enough. I had a lot of fun watching it. So that is something to certainly, you know, dig your horror teeth into. Okay, so we're almost at the offsite now, the baby warehouse, the house that we built, you and I. But we are going past the op, and we know the rules, don't we? Because autism needs rules. If there's a place to park, we stop. So yep, there's 3, 4, 5 car parks. So generally Mondays, I don't know, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are, but generally in the comments, generally on a Monday I should say, there isn't a lot of good stuff at the Oppo because they get smashed over the weekend, and they haven't topped up yet. But I always run in, I always have a look, and if there's anything I will report it to you. All right, nothing today, so now I've got to face reality and actually go to work. Let's get crack-a-lacking, and we'll head on over to the offsite, like now. All right, guys, we're at the offsite. So if it's your first time here, welcome. It's a little storeroom where I keep all of my stock, and we talk about reselling. So First things first, you're going to wonder, or maybe you won't because you can't really see. Let me show you. There's all this stuff on my bench. And you guys haven't seen the stuff that I've been doing lately because I've been listing it and just putting it straight into tubs. So unless you're following my eBay store, which is just simply Geelong-Flipper, you may not know what's on there or the stuff that I've been looking for and listing. This is a combination of stuff from my massive death pile collection up the top and stuff that I've procured recently. So there's a mixture of cheap items that possibly aren't part of my wheelhouse anymore, but back then I thought they might be good, but I never got around to them. And there's other things that I've looked at and I know I should do okay on when they sell. So I have got messages saying, hey, we haven't seen stuff that you've listed lately, or you haven't done an allocation video. So all of this is already allocated to my tub 4 of death pile. So I can show you what it is though. And like I said, this is just to show you, all right? It's not recommendations or any of that sort of stuff. So, well, some of it can be, but it's not to go out and just blind buy just because you saw it for 2 seconds on my video, all right? Anything I show you, always check for yourself. So just basic DVDs. Inspector Morse, Blade Runner, George of the Jungle, Mrs. Brown's Boys. Now, none of those are high-ticket items. Lego, brand new in box, Unikitty. 2 Unikitty sets from, she was one of the characters in the Lego movie. I got those several years ago. I can't remember how much I paid for them. I know it wasn't a lot, and they were only ever really bought to eventually be resold. I've already got Unikitty minifigures. I've probably got about, I think, a couple of thousand minifigures in my collection. Most of them are on display. One day if I remember, I'll show you. High School Musical 3, Han Solo. Didn't mind that movie. A lot of people hated it. Pinocchio. I thought Disney would be doing better. I keep telling everyone, don't sleep on this. Please get it. It is so good. Night Watch. It's in Russian. I don't know if there's an English dub, but it's basically vampires of the night and vampires of the day with an uneasy truce against each other. So amazingly good. Toy Story 3, 102 Dalmatians, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, and of course the Johnny Depp favourite Secret Window, based on a short story by Stephen King. Okay, so there's those things. Now the rest of it is stuff that I've bought recently, all right? So hopefully you'll see slightly, oh wait a second, no, but 2 of these will be worth money. This is just The Nun, which was okay. I watch that much horror, I don't really get scared by it. The Artifice Girl was good, more recent release. And this is a Finnish Viking metal group live in concert, Turesis. They're a good band. I like them. Okay, so now for our bits and pieces that should earn a bit more money when they're purchased. I won't unfold them, but at least I'll let you know. Harley Davidson t-shirt. It's from an American dealership as I start unfolding it because I can't help myself, autism. Yeah, Harley Davidson dealership in Teensville in whatever state, Wisconsin, WI, I think. So I picked that up for $4, and I think I've got it listed at $54. It doesn't look like it's been worn. It was though a collector bought it. Adidas golf shirt, beautiful pattern on it, $4. Can't remember what I asked for it. They're all on the store though. This is the evil shirt that should have been ironed. I'll have to get it back out later, maybe. Mount Fuji inspired Uniqlo short sleeve shirt, and another Uniqlo short sleeve shirt with Japanese print. I picked this one up. I hope it sells. The granny square here. I paid $5 for it. I think I've got it listed for $59 or $69. Granny squares do well, and this one is quilted on the back, so it's going to be extra snuggly and warm for whoever buys it as a lap blanket. Okay, now we'll slowly get to the stuff that I think is a little bit more fun. Converse t-shirt. I love the print on it. I will show you the print because it's cool. I think that's cool. It doesn't look worn. I'm sure it was. But we are saving the world one second-hand item at a time. Okay, So now we're going to get to some of the things that I really enjoy and, what make my heart happy. So I can't remember what I paid for this. It was like $8, and I've told you guys, and I know that this is one of the things that I do call a bolo, as long as you're paying the right price for them. Let me just get this set sorted, and when I send it, I'll be putting bubble wrap inside the packaging. So this is a brand called Arco Steel, okay, and those they are called sporks. They're a spoon and a fork, okay. So they are lovely. In the felt collector's box, that they're old. I think I'm asking $109 for the set, and they are lovely. Now, there's splades and there's sporks. Sporks have also got a serrated edge, like a knife, mainly for cutting fruit and stuff like that. But there's splades as well. So look out for both brands. They don't even have to be branded. They just have to be that sort of utensil, and you'll find they sell. Typically, you can find them in the op shop for about 50 cents each. Grab as many as you can, bundle together, you'll get about 30 to 40 bucks, even for unbranded, as long as they're in good nick. Okay, so this is a Sensi Tiger, Tiger Cub. Cute, can't remember his name. Joe, put it below. But yeah, so typically Sensi stuff it can come with a Sensi pouch. And there's no pouch in this one. In fact, I don't think it had a scent in it. I have obviously smelt it to make sure there was nothing, weird going on because it had a scent pouch. But no, it's just a really cute retired sort of beanie toy. These are beans, and it would be like a bit of a comforting weight that smells nice and probably helps people go to sleep. That's really cool. Okay, now he's a cutie. Of course, fan favorite, Scooby-Doo. I only paid a couple of bucks. I think I'm asking 20. This is where it starts to get a little bit interesting. And what I'll do is so Ali was out thrifting the other day, and she knows I like to do electronics. So this is a Breville Muffin Magic. It does cupcakes as well, but basically it's just a cooker. But the Breville is extremely good quality. We got it for $8. I'm asking $79 for it from memory, and it was bought at an Oppo. It's been tested and tagged, and I've tested the elements heating up at home. Always do that, guys. Don't send faulty electronics out. Don't trust the test and tag, basically. I'll be listing a Blu-ray player today that I picked up for $7. I tested it last night, watched a movie on it. It works just fine. So they're good. They're good now. Make sure when you are selling stuff like that, I do keep harping on about this, and I don't apologize. I do want you to make sure that you are doing calculated shipping with it. Even if you go, it's only going to go within Australia, and I think it's this heavy. No, test it, please. And that will relate to, well, my story for you that I'm going to tell when we do the picking video. It was unavoidable, but it's a sale that equaled nothing. We'll talk more about it after. All right. Just a Pac-Man Red Ghost plush, cute. Namco Bandai. I've put these in the wrong way because I could shut the lid on it before, and now it looks like I won't be able to. This is a Barbie horse. All right. Now it's battery operated, and I got it for a couple of bucks, and it works. It walks. I think I got it for $4. I saw Barbie, and I thought Ripper. Yeah, it literally, there's no batteries in it now. I take batteries out. Don't ship stuff with batteries in it. I thought I took the batteries out, or I'll be doing that after this. Oh, in that case, check it out. Watch this. Wait a second. Get back. I stand by what I say, though. Take the batteries out. I look like an idiot then. I could have sworn I'd done it. I tested a whole heap. I'm glad, though, because you got to see it work. And I try to video that stuff for my listing. But I'm going to quickly glance about. Give me a second. I'm going to remove the batteries, and then we can keep on talking. I want to do it while I'm thinking of it. and done. The reason why I do that, guys, it's pretty, I don't know, I've got a microphone on. Yeah, it's on. The reason why I do that is quite simply, you don't know how long your battery operated stock is going to be, in your shop. And the last thing we ever want is to have batteries leak, corrode, destroy something that's pretty cool, and even worse, possibly start a fire that wipes out everything you've got. So no batteries. I honestly thought I'd taken it out. I'm super glad I pushed it to show just in case it did work. So I'm happy about that. Felt a bit silly, but I'm happy about that. So that horse here, I picked it up for a few bucks, and I knew even as parts I should be able to get a fair bit for it. But now that I've got it working, or I had it working on the listing, it bumped the price up rather dramatically. Now, these, as you know, I love selling my Matchbox cars, Uncle Flip's used cars. So there's a few in there that are going to be a lot of fun. And I sold 11 Matchbox cars over the weekend as well to a repeat buyer. Jeremy, thank you, mate. I'll get those ready to be driven off the lot. I need to get a better car lot. And finally, in that tub, it's not the final listing, but this is called Popple. It's a puzzle toy. And I picked this up for $2. And I think I've got it listed for $60. It's from the 1980s. And basically what you do, I don't know how it's a puzzle, but it's cute. It's got a pouch on the back. And you literally fold the toy into itself. And then he ends up like a snug little bug in a rug. That's pretty gorgeous, isn't it? Thank you for agreeing. There's people in the storage place behind me. We're separated by a wall, but I know there's always people in there. I could swear they must hear. They must be like the biggest listeners of my show. So that sums up all of the Death Pile Tub 4. I did take home Death Pile Tub 4 and 5, and by the time I tidied everything and allocated it all fit in one, and then I was able to put additional stuff in there as well. So the challenge is working. It's going fairly well. I won't be taking any Death Pile Challenge stuff home today, purely because I've got more than enough stuff to fill another tub at home. I do have stuff I do need to allocate, so I'll show you what I've got, and then I'll turn the camera off and I'll quickly allocate it. But this was the Nerf double shot. Picked that up for a few bucks. And the Nerf guns, don't sleep on them, guys. You see them everywhere. They're all profitable. It's just varying degrees of profit. I've got Nerf guns that I sell that go for a heck of a lot, like, over $100 that I might get for $5, the Halo ones. The Zombie Hunter series ones go quite well. These are the Mega Shot. They fire a dart that's probably about 4 or 5 times the size of a regular one. They hurt. If you get hit by one of them, they hurt. Then, now this one I tested yesterday and took the battery straight out. This is Chewbacca. He's cute as, but basically, and when you give him a cuddle, see how you can barely see it, but his mouth opens. When the batteries are in, his eyebrows move up too. They do slightly here, and he does the good old Chewbacca roar. He makes different noises. So I picked that one up. It was for $3 or something. I think I've got it listed for 40 odd. So that's a cool little bear there. Bear, Wookie. Give it up for the Wookie. Another Mega Shot. This is the Cyclone Shock. But what you do with that one is when you're firing, it won't fire at you. And then when you reload, see how the barrel changes for the next round? Okay, so that's how that fires through. And these ones here, they basically, when you pull back, you load it up. And then I would like this, just from a pain perspective, to fire multi-shots. Jeez, that would be painful. I've also got, I picked this up for a couple of bucks at a Salvos. It's a Brat's Pet. Horrible looking thing. That was my stomach. I hope the microphone picked that up. It's still going. Just stopped. Okay. So, and finally, I picked this one up, I think it was for $4 or something. It was on a video. Everything's on a video. But yeah, I believe I got Dorothy up for 50 odd bucks. She'll go eventually. I'm probably priced at the higher end, but she's in really, really good nick. And as any person with young people knows, the Wiggles are pretty much evergreen, particularly the original Wiggle stuff. I don't know what I think it's because it's a lot more raw. I think people enjoy the honesty behind it a bit more. And finally, and then we can actually get onto the picking side of the day. This is a Sony Dream Machine, tested, and it works. AM, FM, just a bit of a different design. It looks as though it's missing the battery compartment in the video, but it's right there. It's clear. It's been tested and tagged. I have the feeling that that is not the original plug. It may be that it came from another country and they swapped it over to an Aussie, because I don't think that this was an Australian Dream Machine. I don't care. They sell well. You can find them cheaply. I got that. Excuse me. I got that one for $3. So yeah, let me turn this off. I'll get these allocated, and then we'll start doing our picking. All right. There's a fair bit. A lot of it is cars, and so I'm going to just basically show you driving them off the lot, because unless I really can think of something to chat about during that, it might be time intensive. I'm not sure how many tubs they're across, but give me a second, all right? Just give your uncle a second. No, push the button, Tori. Oh, also, don't tell Ali, but I found this little Hello Kitty bunny, and it was filthy. It still isn't great, but I just spent like 5 minutes with water and a magic eraser. It was like dark. It's not perfect, but I'm going to hang it on her overhead of her photo area. I don't know if she'll notice it, but because eventually, guys, if you've got little stuff like this and you don't mind, if you want to send them to Ali, it's PO Box 7002 Hyden, Victoria 3216. You know, oh, by the way, you guys have been incredibly generous. You know, you've been sending stuff to Ali, and thank you so very much. I do appreciate it. Yeah, it's been really nice. But my aim, and I'll do it myself, but it's more that I don't personally, for me, it's sort of like we don't buy a lot of stuff for ourselves, so to speak. But I want to be able to find Hello Kitty stuff and just litter the top of her photography station. So I'm going to pop that up there now. Hang on. So guys, I'm a nuff, and I didn't see me put the microphone back on, and now I'm doing a dance. I'm literally singing and dancing for you. It was such a waste of time because I didn't turn the microphone on. So I'm talking to air because the receiver, oh, that was a funny joke. Oh my God. So whatever I'm doing, I'm laughing, I'm having a great time, thinking I'm going to be talking to my friends, having a great chat. Oh, I look a bit earnest there, but we go back. Now, this part was a little bit serious. I was like thinking to myself at the time, a lot of people have been saying a lot of negative stuff about themselves, their eBay sales and stores. And I get it that it can be a tough time for people, particularly when they're seeing that things aren't quite working for them. eBay is a bit of a elusive, uncanny beast at the best of times. So basically, I was just saying at this point here, I'm not going to go through it again too much, but just remember, you are not your eBay stores, and you need to just be looking at what other people are doing, see what works for them, take on if you're asking for advice and people are giving it, please, these people are giving up time, effort and energy to help you. So try some of the stuff, like in the Facebook group Geelong-Flipper family, please join it. You can get so much experience from so many different directions from, and I was saying this in the video too, some of the people who are helping on that channel, forget me, I'm like 21K, I've dropped below there I think today, and I just yelled at you then. But some of the people in the group are making comfortably over $100,000 for every 90 days. They're people that know what they're doing, they've been doing it for some time, and if they're reaching out and giving you advice that seems to make sense, please try it, because they've done the hard yards, they've done the failed things, they've done the things that you might be doing now that are not working. So if it seems to make sense, please give it a try. It's really difficult and becomes hard for you too. If you keep asking for help, then don't try a single thing. at the end of the video, I am going to be giving you a bit of tough love, so get ready for that. But yeah, some of the advice that is given on the Facebook group is quite frankly phenomenal, and it's all done with love and with wanting you guys to succeed. So don't throw away that wealth of information that's in the group because you feel down or feel that you can't do it. There's just so much love being thrown at you. I do want you to take that on board, all right? So that's the voiceover for that bit, and I'm just going to cut and paste because there's no point in you watching me gesturing blankly. It'll just mean that this is going to be a lot shorter of a video than normal. Otherwise, I look like I'm trying to be a DJ, and I'm waving my hand at the camera a lot, so who knows what the hell's going on in my head. All right, so there's no way I was going to not re-voice over this bit here. So Paragirl now has become a Grand Flip member. Here I'm showing you the difference between photos on eBay and the reality. And I was quite upset about the difference in my own photography there. I did check with Kaz though. Sorry, Paragirl. But now I'm giving oh, that's a good hug. And I'm bowing. I'm looking. I was saying, you know, how much I've enjoyed. Now, this Care Bear has been on my little bookcase by the side of me for quite a while now, and you guys haven't seen it, but it's literally been there keeping me company with all the Care Bears that you guys have so generously sent to me to my PO box. The PO box details are on my YouTube channel banner. Anyhow, but no, this was one. I'm doing a dance with it now. What the hell? Anyhow, I was just saying that you've done a great job, Care Bear. You've kept me company. But now it's time to take a deep breath, go into a plastic bag, and be shoved all the way up to Paragirl in Queensland. And Karen, thank you for buying so many Care Bears off me. I've still got some up on the display, and I can't find them for the life of me. But I'm so grateful that I've got my own gorgeous little Care Bear collection that's growing at the moment. And that's thanks to you guys. So thank you so very much. Those ones aren't for sale. I don't care if they fill the whole bookcase. It'll be nothing but colourful love. All right, legends. So in this one, if you see me go to the shelves and I move everything backwards, I've actually moved everything in the way of the actual... There we go. I just moved it in the way of the tub I needed. And I'm searching for something that I'll never find and I unload the whole tub. And now I realise I'm in the wrong tub, or soon I will, because I'll look at the tub after I've emptied everything. And you'll see me put it all back in again. And then I'll laugh, and then I'll move everything, I think, unless I've already done that. I can't keep track. I'm moving too fast. Moving on up, moving on out, moving on up. This is a voiceover. No, see, there you go. Now I'm in the proper tub. Because, yeah, me doing stuff. And eventually I'll actually find the item that I was looking for. There it is, there. Come on, come on. I'll hold it up in victory, but it may be too quick. God, I move quickly. This is actually not even sped up, guys. All right, so I just have a good old laugh, and I'm looking charming there. I'm waving to the camera, I'm gesturing. Pretty soon I'm going to be telling you guys that I had tub 22 overhead because it doesn't fit properly into the shelves, but that I wrote the number down on the bottom of the tub, so when it's sitting on another tub, I couldn't find it. You're missing out on nothing. Well, you are. You're missing out on minutes of conversation between friends, but hey, I learnt my lesson today. It was valuable. Oh, yeah, I'm set. It's as though kick to goal. No. Feeling flat. No. No. There you go. Number 2. T22. T22. Bloody hell. There we go. It should have been. It was up there and I didn't find it. And now I'm going to find it because I'm going to look for the jeans. Oh, I'm talking to the camera now. And I made eye contact. It was probably something very important. We're never going to find out. Okay, so I was annoyed at myself about this one because a repeat buyer of mine, Jeremy. G'day, Jeremy. How you doing, mate? This is Tori, the voiceover. He bought another 11 cars off me. I think he's like bought over 20 odd cars off me now. And we have a lot of banter in our eBay messages to each other. And he's proven to be a really good dude. I feel like over time, I'll probably do a fair bit of business with him. And today I asked if he was happy with our transactions, if he'd be good enough to let other members of his Matchbox community know about it, because that really helps me out. I ended up turning the camera off only because there are so many to find. And I'll be back in just a moment doing the drive off. This one was hard because I did a full blown beatboxing and driving, so it was like skirt skirt. It was cooler when I was doing it the first time. Now I'm trying hard to make it funny and it's not working. I am a car doing a burnout. Drive a car. That's a pretty cool car. Look at the car. Don't look at my hand. I've got Lego tattooed all over my hands. Ha ha ha. Drive a car. Get on down and you go real far. It didn't have a roof, but I put it in the listing and Jeremy bought it again. Jeremy bought it again, my friend. Another muscle car, another muscle car. Come and drive around in the car. This is a police truck, but it isn't really. It's a matchbox car. Ha ha ha. That's the end of that voiceover. Okay, in this particular silent film, I was telling you guys how I was actually quite annoyed about the sale, even though I was grateful for it. And it will be explained in further detail once I realise that my actual microphone is off. And I just realised then, when I flicked off then, that the mic was not on the entire time. And basically, for the better part of 40 minutes, I did a silent film. So that's why you've got the voiceover, guys, because I wanted a visual reminder to talk about certain touch points with you. And this one here coming up, I give you a breakdown of a sale, and it's one where I do think that eBay does need to look closer at protecting the see, I've just realised the penny just dropped. My microphone's not on. I've got to check something. I may have screwed up. Wow. I'm a bit devastated. Over 30 minutes, and it's my own stupid mess up, and feel free to laugh at me even though I'm shattered. There's about 30 minutes. I didn't realise why the receiver on the Chrissy mic was blinking, because I cleaned up that keychain for Ali and then I came back here and I gave a really long talk about, you know, how we're here for each other and a lot of positive stuff, and I showed you some things, and I didn't have this microphone on, and if this microphone's not on, there is no audio. So yeah, for 24 to 34 minutes there is no audio, which means I'm still going to talk over the top of it, maybe. Or maybe I just have to can the whole thing. Even the cool little driving sequence for Jeremy's cars. I did this. It's not on there. What a dipstick. It was literally blinking at me saying nothing's connected. And I just thought the batteries in it were going low, but it's powered by the phone. Okay, so I have to get rid of a lot of footage. That's my problem, not yours. But today is it's not a good day. But of course it's a good day. I'm up, the sun's out, I made sales, I've got the chance to talk to you guys. So it is a good day. You've got to put the spin. Okay, I'm going to get onto this without the preamble. This was the main... God, you guys are going to get to the point super quick because I'm only going to do little snippets of voiceover for 30 odd minutes. Okay, so basically these books, and they'll be the thumbnail. I was telling myself in the video before I realised I didn't even have sound to make these the thumbnail. So I sold these 2 bundles for 34 bucks each. And normally I charge about 20 bucks to get them anywhere in Australia per lot. And if they're bundled up like that, I generally get away with discounting the customer some of the postage. These are going to England, and this is where things fall apart for me as a reseller. This sale to me, for the person who bought these, I'm so grateful. But for me, as someone who needs to make money, I just lost money. So I'll do the breakdown for you. Firstly, I do want to say, James, thank you so very much for buying from me. It is appreciated. There's a screw up, and it's mainly my fault. But I think eBay should put stuff in place like this to protect the customer, because sales shouldn't be allowed to go through the platform that actually lose money. I don't know. I'm flustered as hell. I can't believe I spoke for 30 odd minutes on some really important topics without the volume. It's on now. Bloody hell, it's on now. Okay, so James bought these, and I appreciate it. They're going to England, right? Or United Kingdom. But how's this? So he spent a lot of money to get these. They must mean something important to him, right? So 68 bucks, he is spending $215 on postage, right? Now, I do calculated shipping, which means they are going to cost $215 to send. I'm going to finish up the video with me doing the shipping, I think, just to finish this off for you. But let's break down the figures. I'm going to do well, I'll do a screenshot now. I just don't want to have the customer's details there. I can crop that, but it is James. Thank you, mate. All right, so screenshot. I've got it. And done. Saved photos. I hope I remember to put it in, just so as you know I'm not BSing. So the total order, it was 68 bucks for the mags, $215.60 for the postage, and $283.60. So get out your calculators, or don't, because I'm just going to talk you through it. This is effing disgusting. I'm so annoyed about it. Woe is me, I get it. Ups and downs, pros and cons, I get it. But I haven't, it's like I made nothing. And in fact, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm band 5 postage, but let's forget that, because some of you guys are new and you've only just started, so you would be losing money. Here we go. So $283.60. Well, eBay charged me then $40.57 in transaction fees, right? And bear in mind, this is where it sucks. They charge you on the final figure and they don't reduce it. Let me explain. So then I ran a promoted listing and of 10% on those magazines, right? So this is how the fees broke down. $40.57 plus $28.08. You don't need the calculator for this almost. I'm just going to round up or round down. So let's just call the $40.57 $40. Let's just call, that's in fees. Let's just call the ad fee 28 bucks, 68 bucks. How much did I sell the magazines for? $68. So the rest of it's going to be used in postage. But this is where the little rabbit hole gets a little bit deeper and Alice doesn't know how to get back out sometimes. I'm going to have to send these in, I'm going to send them in an Aussie Post large box. I could go hunting around, but then I'd be wasting my time further. If I drive from here to Bunnings to find free boxes, I'll have used more in petrol and time than I would in using the box that's right over there. But that box is a $3 or $4 box. Yes, I buy in bulk. Yes, I save money on it because you have to. You've got to find savings wherever the hell you can. But I think this is disgraceful. And eBay, I might even tag you in this one. Not that you're watching Aaron. Oh, this won't go for now because I fucked it up. But this is disgusting. How the F can I lose money other than the fact that I screwed up? I shouldn't have done a promoted listing on it, but I believe in them. It's the fact that it's going over to England. If it went over to Australia, I wouldn't have lost money. I would have made money and I would have been really happy. It's the fact that it's going so far. So me offering international and someone taking up that offer has buggered me up. All it's done is make space for me, which is good. Now, having said that, Flip will come out okay. I won't lose because my band 5 should protect me, I think. We'll find out. We'll find out how well I calculated that shipping because, yeah, that's not cool. That sucks. It's not fair. And, you know, if it wasn't the only sale I had, I'd be buggered. So, but this is the thing I don't like. So both fees are based on the final fee, all right? So $283, they've transacted on that, their transaction fee, $40, but then they've gone back to that amount without the $40 missing and hit me again for the promoted listing fee. I know I'm complaining. I'm grateful for the sale, but I know I'm complaining, but I'm grateful for the sale. It's such a weird fucking mix. I don't even know how to tell you guys to be careful because this is what I still stand by. Do your calculated shipping. do your promoted listing. In Australia, if I'd sent that domestically, it wouldn't have mattered. It's the fact that they've smacked me on a $283.60 because they, in case you don't know, new guys, they charge you including your postage. So it's your final sale price and your postage together is what they'll take the promoted listing fee as. It's as though you've made $283, even though you know you're not going to make $283. That's my bitch. That's my complaint. Not happy with that one. Grateful for the sale. Thank you. I'll make sure it's packed carefully and it will go over professionally. But at the end of the day, that was creepy. Did a ghost move something? That was just not a good sale. The next one though is, so everyone breathe deep. Come on down with your uncle and we'll grab the last item. Then we'll throw this stuff in bags and get it ready to ship out. Sincerely hope I get some more sales today. Nothing has occurred as yet. This was a sale late in the day yesterday. 2 books going to the same person. Love selling my books. You guys know that. Let me just grab that tubbery-doo out. It's tub 14. And also tell you, if you're not onto these already, then you should be. Let me get this up. It's heavy. I thought my temples go red then. I think you guys have seen in the live streams when you make me laugh. No, fair enough. It was a lid down there. Okay, so tub 14. There's 2 religious books in there. Now, I picked them up quite some time ago for free. Just have to find them. Now, free is good. Free is the best price. And generally, except for when you're sending to England, free lets you win. Even if they hadn't been so heavy, I would have won. Because my business policies would have protected me in this sale. They didn't protect me then. Oh, tub 14's got loose cars in it too. I was learning. Now I put them all in bags. Don't put them near Jeremy's other things. Let's just find the book. Spirit Guide, there's one of them. Spirit Guides and Angel Guardians. So, I've told you guys about these before, but all I suggest is never sleep on the religious books. Often, they will be giving them out for free at the church op shops. All I do, because I don't want bad mojo, I always make a small donation. And they go, oh no, they're free. And I'm like, no, I like what you're doing. Just let me give you some money. Because as tempting as it is to walk out with a freebie, and I know some people will, and I know at the end of the day, the church doesn't really care. They just want people to be reading religious books. But I am not the target market. I am on selling it to the target market. So I make sure that I try to buy off a bit of that good mojo. And there'll be times I walk out with 20 or 30 books and I just hand over $5 for them. But that way they get money for their good work. And I probably need to do another one of those stop talking, start looking. Give me a hot second. That's better. I'd already pulled the book out and I'd gone past it because the side of it doesn't look like the front. Okay, so those 2 books, they went for $42.50 plus shipping. So I can combine the shipping. I'll get a win out of the shipping, which is good. And that'll be a small sort of pickup after the loss of the other sale. So yeah, that's everything that needed to be picked. But yeah, the religious books or sort of that sort of text, it's really good to grab them. Just, I don't know, you don't do what you want. Like I said, I'm not particularly religious, but I do believe in bad mojo. So I always give the churchies a little bit of money just to say, hey, it's not going to where you want it to go, but it will eventually. Which I know is a weird way to put it, but it's me being, you know, truthful. I'm going to sell that thing. Sell it. Got to move those cars. And then I've got to make sure when I go home. Okay, so when I was radio silent, I was far out. I'm so pissed off about that. I was showing you guys I sold a whole heap of Matchbox cars to Jeremy again. And I really appreciate the business. And I did the drive off and was talking about the different cars. I went to look for them, and then I did the little voiceover thing that I like to do for my car customers. I think it's fun. But yeah, no volume equals no communication. So all I'm going to do now is just quickly get this stuff ready to go, and you guys can come along with me. All I do with Jeremy's cars is I just whack them in a small. There you go, you may as well be watching that bit. And I'll leave that one open because he is going to have 3 more cars added to the order once I get home. Jeremy, thank you, mate. I appreciate the business greatly. And guys, this is why I say don't sleep. Oh, I did say it when I had radio silence. I said don't sleep on the cars. And Jeremy's a viewer, so he became a viewer after the sale because I told him I was going to drive his cars off. Never stop promoting yourself, by the way, guys, either. It's always well worth doing. I'm going to take that for this. I can just go in there. Half tempted, just no, do the right thing. That can go in there. So because it's a metal case, it won't matter. It's in a hard cardboard container. It's going to be tracked. So I'll get that away today too. And Kaz, we've got to get this little bear away to you, mate, again. And I'm gonna, that's a small satchel. What are you doing, Tori? The medium satchels are just down here. And this little guy is an absolute sweetheart. Yeah, he's got a bit of weight to him, so he'll go there. All right, little fella. I feel bad when I do this. All right, little guy. I'm actually gouging his eyes. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. This week is going to be an expensive week for me. Well, sorry, it's expensive outside. That bloody rates have come up for the house. The final payment, I pay them in 4 installments. It's the only way you can afford to do anything nowadays, paying stuff off. Get in there, buddy. Get in there. Just breathe deep. Breathe your way through it. It's okay. Not sure. Up and over. Oh my God, I think some of his fur got caught in the adhesive. There you go, little buddy. There you go. Kaz is on YouTube as Paragirl, and I just wanted to say how grateful I am. I noticed you joined the channel membership lately at the highest level, the Grand Flip. So, Kaz, thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Appreciate all the purchases too. It really helps a small business, so thank you. Padded bags. I probably need more padded bags too. So, pop these books in here. Padded mailer. Some of this stuff is where I'm glad about my Band 5. I don't feel bad about, the fact it cost me a bit more money to chuck them in here. It's very easy to use these padded mailers. I don't particularly, I'm not thrilled with the fact that I'm using plastic, but at the same time, as a small business, there's no way at the moment I could afford to be using those extra small padded mailers, not till they get back on the Aussie Post discount list, so to speak. I won't be using eBay for them. Okay, so let's have a look here. This is for Mark. Thank you so much for this purchase, Mark. I do appreciate it. And no, it's not channel member Mark. Don't even know if it's a viewer. I just say thank you because I am bloody grateful. Hard yakka pants. I'm going to see if I can get them into a small satchel as well. I never worry too much about this sort of thing, guys, and I don't... What size are these ones? Oh, they're large. Silly Billy. Okay. I don't worry too much about scrunching clothes. It may not be ideal for some of you, but the way I see it is you wouldn't put these on... Well, I hope you don't put them on straight from receiving them. I always throw my second-hand clothing in the wash before throwing it on the first time. Except for when I was in Queensland, I did buy a Queensland shirt and I put it straight on. Because, you know, I had to pretend I'm a local. Okay. I swear to God, Cal, who just drove past, I swear she does it because she's bored. I would too if I could just bang around a bloody car park. Okay, so these are the hard yakka pants. And see, the other reason why I don't mind about scrunching them too is I only charge the customer $10. And technically, these are, well, not technically, small is $10.95. So I charge the customer a little bit less anyhow, because I know that my band 5 is going to pick up whatever the 95 cents. Typically, unless it's like really rural, I'll still get I'll probably lose 55 cents plus, you know, these little satchels don't cost much, but I'm still making money on the overall. And I think instead of charging exactly $10.95, it's easier for the customer. They don't even realize they're saving money. And, you know, I'm not doing it for the pat on the back. Pat on the back can be the feedback when I get it to them quickly. So, and yeah, as I said to you guys, particularly when you're doing clothing, not this clothing that I'm wrapping up now, this is the Kathmandu top, which for me was a lifetime ago because I screwed up the audio. For you, it's only a few minutes ago. Wow. I'm so annoyed. Yeah, not this, the Kathmandu top from earlier, but other items as well. Like when you're selling stuff, guys, throw measurements on everything. All I can say is I waste so much time, and it's my own fault. I waste so much time by not including photos or forgetting photos. Now, in this particular circumstance today, I think it's a pair of Whitner ankle boots that I listed recently. I always list the length and the width of the shoe, and I remembered to do that, but I didn't measure I don't have a photo of a ruler against the heel. And this is the frustrating thing, right? Customers obviously, well, I don't know. I think that customers, for the most part, do not look at all the photos, because I often, even when I've done the measurements and stuff, I then get the customer saying, "Oh, how wide is blah blah blah?" And there's a photo. It's a third photo, because I like to get photos of the garment first unsullied, and you know, you just want to scream, "It's in the effing photos!" In this case, I've been asked to measure the shoe heel, and the frustrating thing for me is that in the photos, in the item specifics, I did measure the heel. I put it in the item specifics. They haven't looked at it, and it happens over and over and over again. So I need to do better and just account for people not reading. Not account for stupidity, just not reading. Well, that's fortuitous. just as well I'm about to wrap up. Phone's about to go flat too. And that is because despite how short this show may be, I have been recording over 3 hours, so the phone just doesn't like me. And it's an iPhone 12, so I've had it for several years. But in any case, that is the pick-pack part of the video over and done. I've explained to you about why I'm angry. I don't think it's fair, and it's not because it's woe is me. It's promise you that. It's not fair. It wouldn't be fair on anyone, but if you weren't doing calculated shipping, or even worse, if you were doing free shipping on that thing, wow, you'd be up for $200 or you'd be cancelling an order when you know you shouldn't be. All right, I'm going to go home, get some listing done. I've got to talk to Foulmouth about Friday and charge this phone before it blows up on me. All right, legends, I'll talk to you soon, okay? I'm sorry that the video isn't as long as it could be. I've screwed up, and I'll do my best to talk over the top of it, but it's hard when I've already discussed this stuff. It is really hard to watch a playback for 30 minutes and try to figure out what I'm going to say. So I may just show you bits in fast motion and talk over the top of it. That at least you can see what I'm doing, and it's all part of the process. All right, into the car for me. Thank goodness this part's over for now. Wow. Okay, postage. I'm so still annoyed about how long that video was quiet for. What a jerk-faced jerk, Tory. You. Yes, you. Oh, lesson learnt, guys. Lesson learnt. So here is the follow-up to that post. I have to temper it. I'll explain why. Sorry, I just hit the visor. I'll explain why, because nothing but transparency here. So, firstly, I'm still annoyed with the way that eBay calculated the postage, but just to let you guys know, it was only because of the way, I think partly because of the way I packed those heavy magazines. I have come out with a win, and it's purely because of my band 5. I managed to save nearly $50 off the postage with my band 5, recouping basically almost the cost of the magazines. So $0 to $50, but only because of the postage discount, which puts us back in the awkward position of having to puts us back in the awkward position of having to examine just the way that charges and other bits and pieces like that are conducted. Because if you were getting started on your journey, they would put you off. It certainly put you off promoted listings, and I would tell you right now, the majority of your business is going to be domestic, all right? It's very rare that someone's majority business is international, depending on what unless you specialize in something that just, for some reason, you can get it here, but it doesn't sell within Australia. It just confounds me or astounds me or whatever the right word is for that. Sometimes those bits and pieces that do happen, like that's I know I selected the promoted listing, and look, ultimately I've come out okay, but it's just because I've got the band 5. It's not okay, and it will negatively impact a lot of people. Yeah, I'm a bit lost because I had a win, but I feel it was a win only because I send a lot of stuff. So I don't know. I just, all I can do from this is really, really encourage you. It does not matter how small the item is that you're sending. Always put it through your My Business post, or whatever country you're from, if you have an equivalent discount system, put it through there, because I wouldn't know. Yeah, sorry, I'm stammering over it, because it's just like, I had a win, but it would have been a loss. I had a win, but it's only because of my band 5. But what if my friends who are just getting in, like the new members of the Flip family, what if they're only just now starting my business post? They wouldn't have had a win. So I do think that is something that needs to be looked at. I think there's a little bit of a move away from eBay providing adequate seller protection. It's a lot of buyer protection, but I think this is a backwards step. The buyer needs to be protected. I'm moving away from the post stuff now, so just forgive me for that. The buyer needs to be protected. They've got every right to be protected. But we as the sellers are generating more income for eBay than that one individual buyer is. And I think that there should be buyer protection in place where the algorithm could pick up, hey, the fees on this are going to make that seller nothing. And at the moment, with all these different new marketplaces coming in, I wouldn't want to have people thinking for a second that maybe Whatnot's a good outlet. I don't know if it is. I haven't tried it yet. Jada from Diary of a Flipper had an interesting video that he put out about his journey so far. And to be honest, it was like, from what I took from his video was, I think he's enjoying it, but I don't know how profitable it is yet. And forgive me, Brad, if I'm getting that wrong, mate, but it wasn't enough to convince me to go over to it yet. And I don't do cards, and actually, I don't even understand at the moment what you're allowed to sell. I'm an ignoramus about Whatnot. I'm keen to get into it because I do love live streaming. I wish there was something like it on YouTube that I could just do it there instead, because that's where my little family are. But no, I don't think this is a good time for eBay to be shitting on the seller at the expense of the seller by providing an environment where they get nothing. Maybe there has to be somewhere where the algorithm goes in and goes, you know what, Uncle Flip sells a fair bit of stuff. He might not sell with us anymore if he's going to make a negative because of our fees. Maybe they need to put in something that if it does go negative, based on their own figures, that they drop their promoted listing amount, that you see some money. I don't have the answers. I really don't. What are your thoughts, guys? Drop a comment below. I feel like I'm not done recording yet. I've got to go for a little drive. I'm at the post office now. I'm going to go for a little drive. I might tuck you guys under my wing and see if you want to come along. I'll have a look. I'll have a look at the phone and see if I've bored you for too long or not. I just feel like fucking ranting. Okay, so I got to get this out of the way. You guys are cheeky. I'll show you. I love you guys. I can feel that they're soft, and I can tell from some of the names, and obviously Putty always puts Putty on the bags. Thank you. You really made my day. I'm going to be doing a live tonight. It'll be fun. We'll chat. You guys brighten me up. It has been a bit of a day. I still feel a tiny bit out of sorts. I go through up and down, as we all do, and I know that. So I do understand that. I'm no different to you guys. It just feels like it's been a bit of a day, and to go to the post office to send off my post, and to have you beautiful people having sent me gifts, and not eBay returns, it's chef's kiss. I'll tell you right now. I'm so grateful. That'll be fun to open those up tonight. I'm going to go and get stuff for dinner now. I think I'm just going to do my specialty, which is polvos al nachos. It sounds like it's a really good dish, doesn't it? It sounds complicated. It's not. They're my poverty nachos. So I am going to go and get corn chips, salsa, pizza cheese or mozzarella, salsa. Did I say that? Salsa, corn chips, mozzarella. It's not complicated. I'm not complicating my head. I'm going to Get out the chili flakes. I'll see if Ali wants refried beans. I don't want them, but she's a fan. She's a fan. And then all you do is you scatter those little chipperly corn chips on a plate, right? Can you imagine in your mind? And then what you do is you put the salsa down. And then what you do is you put the cheese on top of all that. Then what you do, if you want to, you sprinkle the required amount of chili flakes over the top. And you can also wreck it with refried beans, can't you, Ali, sweetheart? And then, she doesn't always want the refried beans, but she doesn't mind them either. They're good protein. The idea of starting the diet today, I mentally can't deal. So, no, I'm not. It'll be, the diet starts tomorrow. The diet starts tomorrow. I'm not taking tomorrow off. Like I said, I'm taking Friday off. I might aim for a Thursday, Friday mix instead. I've got listing to do. I'm a bad human in that respect. I haven't done all my listing yet. It has been, but I will do it. That's the thing. You guys can rest assured, I will friggin' do it. Because if Flip can do it because he's sad, then you guys can do it if you're sad as well. I'm just going to go home, give my Care Bears. I low-key think there may be Care Bears in here as well, and if there is, I'm in heaven. It's like I've got this most fabulous Care Bear collection, but they're like my friends. I need to buy a hospital name tags, so that, you know, the wristbands or whatever. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm starting to I don't want to forget who gave the Care Bears, but I feel like I'm going to, because there's about 8 of them now, I think. I mean, I know the 2 that I rescued from the wild. You know, the war vet and like little talkie boy. But yeah, I do want to remember those special memories of who gave things, because it's an absolute blessing. It's a friggin' privilege to receive your kindness. Yeah, absolute privilege. So yeah, you guys have made my day. I was a little bit like, and which in turn has probably made Ali a bit out of sorts, because she worries when I'm worried. But it'll be okay. We'll open those up on the live. We'll have fun for an hour. Then I'll have my povos and nachos. Oh, sorry, and you put sour cream on the povos and nachos. Oh, I say that quickly. It's just like poverty nachos, and it's not correct Spanish at all. I just call it that. So if you ever want like Uncle Flip's book, it's a cookbook called Povos al Nachos, and other recipes from the thrift. You'll learn how to make 2-minute noodles. You'll learn how to make really cheap and nasty nachos. Reseller food. The reseller needs to eat better, and yeah, starting tomorrow you'll eat better. I did a big shop at the German supermarket. They're not paying me yet. They will one day. And until then, I'll pay them. But I did buy all the stuff to get ready for the eating better for myself. Because I know it's easier to buy bigger clothes, but I don't want to. So we'll instead focus on not buying bigger clothes, getting back into the clothes that fit, even if it means dropping a couple of sizes. So I will be doing that. But yeah, when I go home, it's 10 to 5 now. When I do get home, it'll be a case of pedal to the metal. I've got some cool stuff. I might even just do a big photo sesh first. I've got a couple of things that I can feed through to eBay, just so the algorithm knows I put stuff up there. But yeah, I'll do the photos, and then I will smash those home dogs up onto the Bay of E, and that'll give me a head start for tomorrow. I've still got a lot of like Matchbox cars photographed. I just have to do the draft and associate photos, and this is stuff you guys can focus on too. Like I said, I'm trying to be a good example. I try and I fail, but I try. But I will always encourage you, and I hope that the homework challenge is underway. I don't feel like it is. I only had 2 people say I've done my homework. And there's been some people who have been saying their stores are struggling. So I'm a little bit upset that they haven't bothered to do the homework. It's one of those things, I think, guys, that tough love uncle does need to come out sometimes. And I do think, you know, I need to say to you, pull your finger out of your bum and just start doing as you're told. Because I can only guide and coach. I can't be there and I can't do it for you. But I genuinely care about you guys, and you read the pain and the downside or emotion from it. And don't get me wrong, I'm bitching and complaining and you're having to listen. Well, you don't have to listen. But I am still doing stuff like, you know, I am going to go home, and even though I've not had the best mental day, talking to you guys has been the best part of my day, because I've hardly seen Ali. I saw Ali for like an hour and then she went off to do her work. Yeah, so if I can do it, you guys can. It's like, and yeah, little things like that guy's being a jerk face. Little things like, if you can't be bothered listing every day, don't expect results. Flat out, don't expect results, because it's not going to happen. Cassini, the eBay search engine, is just going to say, home person just isn't interested. They're not interested in their store. So I'm not going to search it. I'm not going to index it. I am not going to bother with it. If you're listing something every few days, you may as well go down to the local market and stand behind a stall for 5 hours in the rain and basically sell it for $5 to someone who doesn't really give two craps. Because that was nasty, but it's the truth. And I'm finding more and more when I look out into the community, I think sometimes the people who are complaining the most currently are the people that are doing the least. So, you know, I am getting to the point where it's frustration. And as a result, for $100 an hour, I'm offering a coaching service. No, I'm not. I don't want to do that. What's this? Oh, what? You're a jerk, mate. Oh, what? Bad parking. Someone got upset the last time I called out to someone. I can't remember why. But they don't trust me. They can't hear me. I'm doing it for your laughter. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do when the people I care about some of them won't help themselves, but they would complain every day that they're not getting sales. You've got a whole community of people behind you. We all love you. So pull your finger out. I would even say that, okay, listen to me now, please. I'm going to tell you the following. Are you ready? I want you to list 7 items once a week. And this is for the people who really aren't as dedicated. List 7 items, but what I want you to do is I want you to schedule them for each day of the week. You are going to put out 1 listing a day for a week. It guarantees you a listing a day that the search engine goes, yep, activity every day, and you'll start to see sales. I want you to do the freaking homework I asked you to do. It's not difficult. It's just go in and tamper with your own listings, revise them, look at them. I need you to do this because I want you to succeed. I want you to have, even if you're casual, I want you to make pocket money, but you'll have to do it every day. I want you, okay, here's another good one. I want you to set your shipping policy to 2 business days. You can go during your lunch break. There's even LPOs that start open early. You can go to them. You're allowed to. So you can actually go and post your stuff before. If you use my business post, which you should be doing, it's even easier. You literally walk into a post office, hand them a bag, and walk away. It's awesome. Anyhow, I'm going to go into this shop, and I feel like I've been telling off naughty children, but not everyone is naughty, and sometimes people just need a bit of a sterner voice. Just know it's always done with love, because I want you all to kick ass. I want to kick ass. I need to do some of the stuff I'm saying to do. But it's funny, I know a lot about how to do it, but even I don't always go do it. I'm putting stuff off. I'm going to go in the shops. Hang on. Legends, mission accomplished. Everything done except for the live tonight. Got to go home, upload this video. The battery's down to like 3%, so I'm not going to risk doing any more. I hope you enjoyed the day in the life. I know it had its ups and downs, but you guys have certainly managed to make it finish on a high note, so I'm very, very appreciative. And please like, subscribe, as long as this wasn't too much of a downer. I hope you learned some stuff. Hope you enjoyed the tough love. And if you didn't, I guess it's tough luck. That's why it's called tough love. But I do care about you guys greatly. So come on, be awesome, be excellent. And now I've got your back. I'll see you on the next video.